a time when a slice of rich, dense carrot layer cake was a go-to dessert on everybody's menu. But it was a lot of work. So today, Carmen is going to show us a simplified version that's easy to make.
That's right, Tony. Our version of carrot snack cake comes with all of the flavors and textures that you would expect, but none of the fuss that comes with stacking and frosting a layered dessert. Let's start with our main ingredient, carrots. I have here 1 pound of peeled carrots. This will yield about 12 ounces once they're shredded. We have a food processor fitted with a shredding disc. This is gonna make quick work of this. Well, we have shredded our carrots. To complement the earthy flavors that the carrots bring, we're gonna use fruit. I have here 1 cup of golden raisins. We're gonna complement all of those delicate, fruity flavors by adding 1/4 cup of orange juice to them. I'm gonna make sure to cover these, and we're gonna pop this right in the microwave for 1 minute until they're softened and plumped. Tony, these raisins have been sitting on the counter covered for 5 minutes. They're nice and soft. Let's move on to our batter. I have here 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to add to that 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon of table salt. I have here 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. This is a real convenience ingredient that has 4 spices: allspice, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger. Whisk these together. So let's move on to our wet ingredients. I have in this large bowl 1½ cups of packed light brown sugar. I'm gonna add to that 1¼ cups of vegetable oil, 4 eggs, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Now I'm gonna whisk these wet ingredients together. Now to this wet mix, I'm gonna add our lovely carrots.
Want your raisins?
I'll also add our raisins.
Okay.
Thank you.
We get those for you?
They smell so nice from that orange juice.
Oh yeah, they do. It's great.
Now let's combine our wet and our dry ingredients. When I fold ingredients together, I like to securely hold the bowl and rotate. And that helps everything get distributed evenly. And I'm very careful to get all of the sides involved. I'm not trying to leave anything behind.
The aromas are already starting to commingle in the bowl.
We have to wait though, Tony. We have to bake this.
Okay, I'll wait.
I've gone ahead and sprayed a 13 by 9 inch baking dish. So let's transfer our batter over. My batter is in the pan. I'm gonna smooth it out so that it's even. I want an even bake here, and I don't want any craggly bits at the top. Tony, our cake is ready to bake. We're gonna transfer it right over to the oven. I've made sure to preheat that to 350 with the rack in the middle position. This will bake anywhere between 33 to 38 minutes. I'll be sure to give it a spin halfway through. That cake is looking real good.
It smells fantastic.
Let's go ahead and get this out on this wire rack. Tony, this cake smells so good. I think it's baked, but I want to make absolute sure. I'm going to use a toothpick to make sure this is fully baked. It needs to be completely clean when it comes out. We have another step here, which is a buttermilk syrup. I have here 1 cup of confectioner sugar and just 2/3 cup of buttermilk, really a small amount. I'm going to whisk them together. So I'm just going to pour this right on top and brush it very evenly throughout the cake.
That looks so decadent already.
Gravity is our friend, and that's gonna really sink in. The cake is really warm. It's gonna absorb all of that syrup, and as it cools, it's gonna permeate into every nook and cranny of the cake.
Makes perfect sense.
I'm gonna let this cool completely. This will take about 3 hours. Tony, it's time to make our frosting. I have here 2 cups of confectioner sugar. Pop that right in. I'm gonna add 12 ounces of cream cheese. I have completely softened this. You have to be patient and let it make sure it's nice and soft. I have a whole stick of butter, which is 8 tablespoons of butter, softened of course, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We do need salt here to offset all those sweet flavors. Just 1/8 teaspoon will do it. I'm gonna let this process until smooth for about 30 seconds. I just wanna make sure it's completely smooth. No circles of butter, No circles of cream cheese. It's a nice, even frosting. Let's clean up and then we can frost this cake together.
Sounds great.
This cake is ready to get frosted. It is glistening. I can see that sheen from the buttermilk syrup that we poured over it, and it's cool to the touch. So let's get to frosting. I like to do 3 big dollops right down the middle, and that way I can distribute everything nice and evenly and don't run out, right? So I'm gonna use a large offset spatula just to create my shape. All right, and this is a great opportunity for a small offset spatula. I'm gonna start at the top and I'm gonna make tiny swooshes. Just because this is a fast cake doesn't mean it doesn't have to look pretty, right?
Absolutely.
It's gonna look very beautiful.
Very thoughtful.
Now, visual contrast is very appreciated with cakes as well. I have here 1 cup of toasted pecans. I've chopped them as well. Just scatter them right over top. This is gonna provide a nice crunchy contrast and also a nice visual contrast.
It's beautiful.
That's all we need. So let's slice and serve. I like to cut it right down the middle.
Quarters.
Exactly, and then I can evenly cut what I need. We have our 2 edges here.
Okay. I've been waiting for this.
We're waiting for hours. This looks very, very
It's
good.
beautiful. Very good.
The earthiness from the carrots and the sweetness from, of course, the buttermilk syrup, but also the golden raisins. This hits all of the check marks that you expect, but it's just so streamlined and efficient. We're not sacrificing on flavor here.
For full episodes of your favorite cooking shows, head over to ATK's Full Episodes channel on YouTube. You can stream complete seasons of America's Test Kitchen, Cook's Country, and more. See you there.